5 signs you are ready for sacred union with an embodied masculine. Number 3, you have mastered embodied communication. What I mean by this is you know how to communicate in a way that calls him up to rise versus puts him down. I'm going to give you an example of this. So I've seen this a lot, especially with the feminine, because we often don't feel safe. Even if we're someone who, like me, like I work out, I'm strong, I'm muscular, like I could probably hold my own. But I don't want to have to do that when I'm in the presence of my masculine partner, right? So if I'm someone who does not feel comfortable in a crowd and I get nervous and then I'm wanting my partner to come stand by me, but he doesn't know because he looks at me and my physique and says, she's got it. She can handle herself. He's going to, not really be worried about it. And so after the fact, I could sit there and harp on him and be like, why didn't you help me? Why weren't you next to me? I was so scared. Couldn't you tell? Didn't you know what I needed? And I'm putting him down. I'm activating his deepest core wound, which is the warrior's wound, which is the wound of failure and inadequacy. Okay, so this is going to make him want to pull back, make him feel upset that I'm coming at him and attacking him and poking at his core wound. Versus if I'm in my embodiment and I'm in a space where I communicate very clearly my needs to my partner, I could instead tell him, I get really nervous in crowds and I always feel really safe with you. When I'm in a crowd or like in a public space and you see me kind of looking around and then looking at you, that's probably going to be an indicator that I'd feel a lot safer if you came and stood next to me. Next time when I'm in a crowd, can you keep an eye out for that? It's very different, right? Men want to please their partner. They want to get it right because the core wound is failure, right? They don't want to fail. They want to get it right. So if we've learned how to communicate our need in a way that allows them to win, we are going to be calling them up into their masculinity and they're going to want to show up even more for us. Save this for later to remind you about good communication.